Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson from Mr. Andersen's online studio. Today we are going to be learning the song Allegretto on the violin. I'm going to start by playing the whole song for you, and then when I'm done what I want you to do is rewind the tape back to the beginning so that you can hear it a few more times. After you've done listening to the song 5 times, then go ahead and start going on to the lesson. Alright, now go ahead and rewind the tape until you've listened to the song 5 times. Now that we have done that, I'm going to hold up my sheet, my copy of the music that I have right here. And my part has a few markings in it that I'd like you to take a minute. I'm going to hold it up for a couple of seconds and I want you to pause the video and so that you can take your music and write in the same markings that I have. Everything that I marked should be circled. Sorry. All right. I want you to mark all of this down in your music so that yours looks the same as mine. All right. There we go. So, now, this song has... Sorry, I'm just going to get my violin. This song has a rhythm that repeats itself over and over and over again, and that rhythm is this. It's just 3 notes. Go ahead and try playing that over and over, and then play a D scale using that rhythm. On each long note, I'm going to add a little accent, which means I'm going to make it a little bit heavy at the beginning and then let the note last. So it sounds like this. And so on. All right, so now we are going to start by learning the song 3 notes at a time. Since the rhythm is 3 notes, we're going to just learn 3 notes at a time. So I'm going to play 3 notes and then give you the opportunity to play them after me. All right, here's the first line of the song. It starts on the D string, so get your bow onto the D string and your fingers ready. And then I'm going to play D, 1, 2, your turn. Next is 2, 4, 3. Keep your bow on the string. I didn't do that the first time, but keep your bow on the string so that you can keep the bowing perfectly coordinated. The next one is gonna start on the D string, but jump over to the A string after the first note. So 3, 1, A. Oh, keep it down, sorry. And then A, back to D string, 3, 2. Your turn. Okay. 2, 4, 3. You. 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 2. 2, 1, And that's the first section. Now, here's a really good tip, a little trick for you to help you with the fingering on that one. At the end of each group of 3 notes, keep that same finger that you just played down, because the next note that you play is going to be the same thing. So let's go over that much again. All right? Me first, then you. D, 1, 2. Now keep 2 down. 2, 4, 3. Keep 3 down. 3, 1, A. Jump to the A string. A, 3, 2. 2, 4, 3. Remember, still keeping everything down. 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 2. 2, 1, D. All right, let's see if we can put that together. We're going to play it that much together. Remember to rewind as many times as you need to until you're comfortable trying it all the way through. So just this section now without stopping. All right, I'm going to count to 3, and then on 3 you're going to play. 1, 2, 3. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, A, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, D. Very good. Now, that is section A of the song. The next section we call section A1 because it sounds almost exactly the same as section A, but it ends a little bit differently. All right, so this one I'm just going to play the whole thing for you since we should know most of it already from section A. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D. Sorry, just a second here. My computer actually turned blank in the middle of that, so I had to stop for a second and do that. Hopefully that part came through in the video. All right, so now that was almost exactly the same, but at the end, all we did, instead of going 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, D, that's what we did the first time. This time when we get to that part, we're skipping part of it. 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D. So that last part breaks our little rule about how the next group starts with the same finger you ended on. Just kind of breaks that rule at the end. At this point, when you've figured out sections A and A1, it's a good idea to maybe put those two parts together. And maybe after doing that, that's maybe where you stop for the first week. All right, so let's try that together. We're going to combine sections A and A1 now. Remember, I'm going to count to 3 before you play. 1, 2, 3. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, D. Now A1. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D. Long half note at the end and reset your bow. Very good. All right, at this point in the video, if it's your first week of learning Allegretto, it's probably a good idea to stop there. and just work on getting that down, because this is a little bit more of a difficult song than you might have learned in the past in the Suzuki book. All right, now I'm going to start showing you section B. Section B is very different from the rest of the song, so let me show you the whole thing first. That last note has that thing called a fermata on it. It's the thing that looks like the circle with the circle with a dot underneath it. All right, and that means to hold whatever's underneath it. Okay, so let's start from the beginning of section B now. All right, I play 3 notes, then you play 3 notes. Put your bow in down bow position on open D, because that's what you're playing first. Now repeat after me. D, 2, 1. Now I'm going to bring my 1 over to the G and play 1, 1, 1. Now I'm going to bring 1 back to the D string and play 1, 3, 2. And now just an open D. Okay, now this part gets a little bit more fancy. Start with 2 fingers down on the D string. 2, 4, 3. Stay on 3 and then jump up to the A string. 3, 1, A. Stay on open A. A, 3, A. Now put 3 on the D string and go down. 3, 2, 1. And you're going to hold the first finger. All right, now let's put section B together. Remember to rewind that part a few times until you get it. All right, now putting it together. 1, 2, 3. D, 2, 1, G string. 1, 1, 1, back to D. 1, 3, 2, D, D, D. 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, A, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Good. And now the end of the song is just section A1 again, which we already learned, so let's put that together. 1, 2, 3. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D. Good. Now, practice that as much as you can, each section, and then start putting sections together. All right? At the end of the song, when you're able to do the whole thing, the final step is going to be to play it in a tempo that we call Allegretto. Now, you might remember the term Allegro as meaning a fast tempo. Allegretto is like little Allegro. So it's kind of fast, but it's not quite as fast. All right? So now what we're going to do is once you're ready, we're going to try playing it at a little bit more of an Allegretto tempo. All right? So I will give you an introduction so that you can know just about how fast we're going to go, and then I'll count to 3 and we'll start. All right? Here's your introduction. Are you ready with your bow on the string? All right, here's your introduction. 1, 2, 3. D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, D, D, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, A, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, D, and reset. D, 2, 1. All right, good. So don't forget to play this with the video so that you can learn it, but also practice without the video so that you can make sure you can do it on your own. All right, so those are my tips for how to play Allegretto. All right, don't forget to send me some videos of how you're doing if you want me to help you get better. All right, thank you all very much for watching, and happy practicing.